This is a foundational idea. What happens if we did less, but what we do better? Imagine that you're about to go out to a listing presentation. What are the steps that you're going to lead up to that point? Well, first of all, we're going to fill in the market appraisal form or the listing presentation form because it actually gets us to really think about the clarity of what the problem is that we're going to go and face. What does that customer need to see, feel, or experience to make it happen? The secondary part is that we're going to send a calendar invite with permission, and that calendar invite is literally going to block out that 1 hour. The reason why that's so important is that naturally that's going to encourage the client not to put another agent in 20 minutes into your presentation. And then what we're going to do is we're going to send an email confirmation prior to the appointment. That includes a link to a 1-minute video that actually explains who we are, what we do, and how we help. And then you move into the position that you send a nice little SMS just prior, which is a link to a little survey that people can fill in for 30 seconds or less that explains a little bit more about them and their situation. The next step is then make sure that when you're there, you're going to turn up prior. You're literally going to be ready, you're going to be dressed well, and you're going to be really in the zone about what it's going to take for these people to feel confident that as they meet you, that they want to sign an agency agreement. As you go to leave that listing presentation pitch, be clear on what those next steps are if you have not signed it up while you're there. And that might mean that you've got like a follow-up menu of different items that you can do, whether or not you're going to go and show them a home as a buyer, get permission to bring a buyer through their place, which would obviously require an agency agreement, a contract of sale in different states and territories and countries that we work in. But then moving into a position that maybe you could drop off some chocolates, be able to bring through your principal, maybe get a supplier to re-quote on actually painting that front fence. What is all of this that you're actually seeing? It's about that decision around what we're doing for a customer experience curve. What are the specific things, and I mean the very specific things that we do every time because it absolutely sets us up for success. Most agents don't go back and review what they're sending. When was the last time you had a look at your confirmation email? When was the last time you updated the video that you sent out? When was the last time that you had a quick look at the pre-survey SMS that you got to send to the client? If you're missing those steps, no wonder why it's harder to win the business at a higher fee, with a higher average sale price and more volume of transactions, because you're missing the things that really make the experience absolutely count. This is a call to do less, but to do what you do so well that it's seriously impressive. Put more art, more design, more creativity into what you do, and it changes how you win a marketplace.